Ben Johnson and the Raiders. A match made by Tom Brady? Recent reports suggest that Ben Johnson has become a top candidate for the Las Vegas Raiders head coaching job. And guess who's behind this big move? None other than Raiders minority owner Tom Brady. His influence has been a game changer for the team so far. NFL insider Ian Rappaport revealed that Brady played a key role in getting Ben Johnson to consider the Raiders. In fact, Brady personally vouched for Johnson and convinced him to take the interview, something Johnson reportedly wasn't planning to do without Brady's encouragement. Initially, Johnson had his sights set on 3 teams: the Patriots, Jaguars, and Bears. But with Brady stepping in, things took a turn. Reports also highlight that Brady even spoke with Johnson's agent to discuss why the Raiders' job could be a great opportunity. This personal touch seems to have shifted Johnson's perspective. Alongside Brady's involvement, the Raiders have pitched a clean slate with a new general manager and fresh football operations, presenting an enticing offer despite the team's recent struggles, including a 4-13 record and no clear franchise quarterback. The Raiders appear to be all in on Johnson, making him their top priority. Even with the Lions' postseason run, they seem willing to wait for him. But here's where things get even more interesting: the financial stakes. The Raiders are reportedly preparing to offer Johnson a massive deal, potentially around $90 million for 6 years, about $15 million per season. That's a huge commitment from team owner Mark Davis, who seems ready to do whatever it takes to land Johnson. Of course, the better Johnson's postseason run with Detroit, the higher his value could climb, especially if he takes the Lions to the Super Bowl with their high-powered offense. While $90 million might be hard to turn down, there's always a chance another team could offer even more. And speaking of competition, the Raiders aren't the only ones chasing Johnson. Other teams like the Chicago Bears and Jacksonville Jaguars are also in the mix. This makes the race for Johnson one to watch closely in the coming weeks. The race for Ben Johnson: Raiders versus Bears. The Las Vegas Raiders seem to be leading the charge to hire Ben Johnson as their next head coach. But competition is heating up. NFL insiders are buzzing about Johnson's potential move to the Raiders, though other teams like the Chicago Bears and Jacksonville Jaguars remain in the mix. The Raiders have made it clear they're willing to wait for Johnson, even as other teams may move quickly to fill their head coaching vacancies. For example, the Dallas Cowboys recently fired Mike McCarthy, which could make him a strong candidate for the Bears' job. If the Bears or Jaguars act fast, it might give the Raiders a better shot at landing Johnson. But let's break down the real competition: the Raiders versus the Bears. On paper, the Bears have some compelling advantages. They're projected to have about $82 million in cap space for the 2025 season, along with the 10th overall draft pick. Most importantly, they have Caleb Williams, a talented young quarterback with enormous potential as a former #1 pick. On the other hand, the Raiders bring some firepower of their own. They're expected to have approximately $107 million in cap space and hold the #6 overall draft pick, giving them more resources to build a competitive roster. However, their lack of a promising young quarterback like Williams could be a sticking point. Another key factor is organizational structure. Reports suggest Ben Johnson wants a clean slate situation where the head coach and general manager can work in sync. The Bears have the edge here as the Raiders are still tied to their current general manager, a situation that might not align with Johnson's vision. While the Raiders are considered one of the front-runners for Johnson, the outcome is far from certain. With several teams in pursuit and different factors at play, the race for Ben Johnson is shaping up to be a thrilling off-season storyline. Tom Brady's influence, a game-changer for the Raiders. The Raiders have positioned themselves as strong contenders for Ben Johnson, and they've made some bold moves to sweeten the deal. By parting ways with Tom Tesco, they've opened up the opportunity for a clean slate, something Johnson reportedly values. While the Bears still have their current GM in place, this gives the Raiders a clear edge in aligning with Johnson's vision for team leadership. Even though the Raiders lack a promising young quarterback right now, they have a compelling case to make. Enter Tom Brady. As a minority owner, Brady's involvement in front office decisions, including scouting and quarterback development, is a huge selling point. His resume speaks for itself: a 7-time Super Bowl champion and arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. If there's anyone who knows what to look for in a young quarterback, it's Tom Brady. The Raiders could easily pitch to Johnson that with Brady's expertise guiding the search for a new quarterback and Johnson's proven ability to develop offensive talent, the future could be bright. Just look at what Johnson did for Jared Goff. Once written off by many, Goff has thrived under Johnson's coaching, transforming into a quarterback capable of leading a dynamic offense. The Raiders are signaling their commitment to Johnson by preparing a long-term contract, suggesting they're willing to be patient and allow him to build the team his way. For Johnson, this opportunity isn't just about the roster. It's about influence, vision, and the chance to rebuild the Raiders from the ground up. The situation remains fluid, with Johnson's decision likely hinging on several factors, including the organization's overall direction, his potential influence over operations, and the allure of working alongside Brady to shape the team's future. Adding another layer to the drama, Brady will be calling the Lions' playoff game this Saturday on Fox. This presents yet another opportunity for Brady to connect with Johnson and make his pitch. Given Brady's knack for winning people over, it's easy to imagine him working his magic again. For Raiders fans, having Brady in the building making football decisions is an exciting shift. It's no secret that team owner Mark Davis has struggled with past hires like Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels. While Davis's heart seems to be in the right place, his lack of deep football knowledge has led to missteps. By bringing in Brady, Davis has made a move that inspires optimism and confidence in the team's future. Ultimately, Brady's presence and influence could be the key to bringing Ben Johnson to Las Vegas and kickstarting a new era for the Silver and Black. The Tom Brady effect? What do you think? It's been thrilling to see the impact Tom Brady has already made for the Raiders and to imagine what he could achieve moving forward. Raider Nation, what are your thoughts on the Brady effect so far? Do you believe his presence could truly turn this franchise around, or are we setting ourselves up for disappointment? Share your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on how Brady's involvement might shape the future of the Silver and Black. If you're new here and enjoy Raider-related content like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more updates and discussions. Thanks for tuning in, Raider Nation. I'll catch you in the next one.